But Will had a much more significant impact on my life than I think most of you probably realize. It's a little bit of a kind of a Kevin Bacon kind of moment. I was managing the men's department in a Macy's store about 30 years ago, and Will was the casual pant buyer for Macy's. And so Will and his assistant came out and visited our store, and as all good executives do, Will and I were standing in the middle of the aisle discussing the finer points of the men's casual pant business, and his assistant was lugging armfuls full of stock out of our stock room to fill in the floor because we weren't doing a very good job keeping our floor filled in on our own. And I don't really remember what Will was trying to teach me about the casual pant business because I was being distracted by his assistant who was carrying all these pants out of the stock room. Anyway, long story short, I ended up marrying her. Will's assistant turned out to be my wife. And so Will and I have a much deeper relationship than just visiting factories in Vietnam, and had more than a few beers over the years. But you know, I think a very important component of Will's legacy, besides interviewing and hiring my future wife, was Will is responsible for fundamentally changing the margin that our company makes. Will got us into the global product sourcing business. And prior to Will, most of the product that we sold at Men's Wearhouse, we had to acquire through third-party manufacturers, and we were working on margins in the 52 to 55% range. And by bringing in an experienced executive like Will, who knew how to get us into the global sourcing business and make arrangements with factories around the world in all the product categories that we carry, we've been able to increase our margins of our company up to the, don't let it leave this room, 67% range. And that fundamental shift in the margin profile of our company completely changed the profitability of the organization. And so it's really hard to explain in a way that you can appreciate the fundamental impact that an executive like Will Silveira had on our organization. And we wouldn't be here today if we were still operating in the 52-55% margin range. Our ability to globally source high quality products and deliver the kind of margin that we do is really all due to the foundation that we laid for our organization. I'm holding it right, Chris.
I know. Not my equipment.
And actually, if you think about it, we have an amazing track record of delivering high quality product that we manufacture all around the world. The mistakes, the error rate is so small. It's absolutely amazing. And the work that Will did and the team that he built around him, and the systems and the procedures that he put in place, and the compliance regulations that he had to comply with, and the international transportation and taxation and duties and freight and all of the complexities of becoming an organization that can source products globally is just immense. And we would not be in the position we're in today if it weren't for Will Silveira. So, set all that shit aside. The man found me my wife. And that's the most important part. So, Will, I have absolutely loved working with you for over 30 years. You've been a close, dear friend and an important partner through a lot of thick and a lot of thin. And I'm sorry to see you retire, but I'm really happy for you. I know that you're in a very happy place in your life, and I couldn't be happier for you and wish you all the best in your retirement. And you are going to dearly be missed.